As the midterm election is fast approaching, new studies are showing that abortion may be a key factor in deciding on who voters may choose. Our city is flourishing with music and festivities, but what about the alternative side of things? The punk alt scene is in Denton, and we have the hot take. As fall season is in full swing, doctors are preparing for the onset of the now COVID season. We have a special report on how students can get their vaccination on campus.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Thanks for joining us on ntTV News at Noon. I'm Taylor Pleasant.
And I'm Victor Villagran.
U.S. voters say abortion is a key issue in the upcoming midterm elections. Almost half of registered voters say they are more motivated to vote than in previous elections, according to a new survey. 3 in 5 women aged 18 to 59 say the % Supreme Court ruling to overturn Roe v. Wade is their biggest motivator to vote next month. In 4 U.S. states, voters will have the opportunity to vote on whether their state constitution should have abortion provisions. And across the country, abortion is the top issue for Democrats, while economy is the top issue for Republicans.
The White House is looking to open up more affordable access to Obamacare. The Biden administration announced yesterday its plans to make subsidies accessible to families who may not have been able to afford Obamacare. Under current plans, workers may have the ability to get a single coverage plan, but access to a family plan would be too expensive. Workers adding family members to their policy would cost a premium that could make the policy unaffordable. Under the new rules, the White House claims up to 1 million people would gain health care or have premiums reduced. If the changes are approved, the new Obamacare rules would go into effect in January 20th to the 23rd, with sign-up access opening on November 1st during open enrollment.
Breaking news has come in this morning. A Dallas police officer has died after crashing into a wrong-way driver late Tuesday night. The officer was sent to the hospital in critical condition, but passed this morning. The crash happened shortly before midnight on Spur 408 northbound at West Keys Boulevard. Authorities say the driver who caused the crash, as of now, is in critical condition. It is October, everyone, which means sweaters, hot drinks, and cold weather.
Let's go to Andy for the weather this week.
Full weather. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at our current conditions in Denton. We can see that the temperature is at 78 degrees. However, it does feel like 81, so not necessarily sweater weather yet, but it's definitely, como se dice, long sleeve t-shirt weather right now. Now, we are seeing that we have a 12-mile-per-hour wind speed, so just be wary of that. All right, now taking a look at the weather for tonight, for tonight's conditions, we are seeing 83 degrees, which will feel like 80. It's still going to be a little bit hot, so just be wary of that. Now, taking a look at tomorrow's forecast, we can definitely expect to see some temperatures in 80 degrees, and again, it will still feel like 80. For now, that's all that I have for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to you at the desk.
A Texas doctor accused of tampering with IV bags, which caused the death of another doctor, has been indicted. That story is coming up next.
And an art exhibition is on campus today for all UNT students to check out. We will have the live report for you coming up. Stick with us.
Imagine it's ice cream day at the office. And everyone from the day before voted for their favorite flavor. Everyone but you. You decided not to vote. The flavor they picked isn't the one that you wanted. But can you really complain? Shh. Now imagine that with an elected official.
Choose not to vote, choose not to be heard. Get registered today.
6, 7. Hey, didn't see you there. Just finished my 100th rep. You ready to train?
Yeah!
You got your weights?
Yeah!
You got your energy drink?
Of course!
You got time to go to the Pole Recreation Center?
Yeah, what?
Listen, I didn't even graduate high school. I can't teach for the life of me. Instead, UNT is offering workout classes at a moderate pace, including yoga, cycling, Pilates, and more. Don't rely on your dad's old workout videos. Check out the UNT Rec Center today. It's that time of year where everyone plays a dangerous game with the flu. Going in uneducated, you run the risk of symptoms like cough, migraine, and fatigue. Don't be like this guy. Combat the flu with cough drops, ibuprofen, and a good night's sleep. Be smart, don't catch the flu.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh? Eh?
A Texas anesthesiologist accused of tampering with IV bags, killing another doctor, has been indicted on 10 counts. Reynaldo Rivera Ortiz Jr. was arrested in September and is indicted of tampering with consumer products, causing serious bodily injury and adulteration of a drug. Ortiz is accused of injecting nerve-blocking agents and other drugs into patient IV bags at a surgery center, killing a fellow doctor and causing multiple heart emergencies. A Texas medical board disciplinary was informed of the accusations last month and temporarily suspended his Texas medical license.
Once again, with the cold weather comes hot drinks.
That's right, and starting this morning, I decided to ask for no ice in my Frappuccinos, Taylor. Andy, tell us, are you still ordering ice in your Starbucks drinks?
Well, Victor, I'm definitely an iced caramel macchiato gal myself. However, this morning I also had to ask for no ice, and I took my caramel macchiato hot, which I was very excited about, and I hope you guys are also excited about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weather across North Texas now. As you can see, we are starting to see some 70-degree temperatures. In Graham, we are seeing 79. In Bowie, we are seeing 78. And here in Fort Worth, we are starting to see 79 again, similar to how it is in Graham. Now, taking a look at the weather across the region now, we can definitely see that, or across the state, sorry, we can see that we have very nice weather in El Paso for sure. And we're taking a look at, wow, 60 degrees in Amarillo. That's definitely sweater weather over there for sure. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the week for our 7-day forecast. We can definitely see, those lovely 50-degree temperatures, and a special surprise for all of you who are big fans of the 40-degree weather. We can definitely see those coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday. However, make sure that on Sunday and Monday you have an umbrella handy on you, because we are seeing some chances of rain. On Sunday, we're seeing 60% chance, and on Monday, a 30% chance. So definitely go ahead and get ready with your rain boots and your umbrella. Now, that's all that I have for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw it back to you at the desk.
Thank you, Andrea. I took a trip to Louisville for some fun and excitement. Let's take a look on what you can do this weekend.
Airborne is not like any other trampoline park. They have various things to choose from to have a great time, like dodgeball, crash pad, trapeze, wipeout, launch pad, and so much more.
It's really for all ages. There's different things to do for everyone. If you don't like one of the things, you can do it something different.
But Ninja Warrior is really cool because you see a lot of kids trying to get through it and falling onto the airbags.
They have Ninja Warrior at all levels for the younger kids and the older kids.
Of escape rooms, so instead of having like one room where you're locked in it, there's like different sections, and each section has like a different theme, and it could vary from physical challenges to mental challenges, and it's really fun.
They even have activities for the adults or younger teenagers who's looking to throw an axe.
favorite activity at work is probably giving the intros to axe throwing specifically. My favorite thing to do is also the axe throwing, which is a lot of.
There's so many things to do here at Airborne. I had to try out their axe throwing.
I had to get in some fun myself, and the manager of Airborne, Ethan, was kind enough to teach me how to throw the axe. Let me tell you, it was not easy getting the axe to stick at the target, but a few tries and determination, I finally got it.
It's different than a lot of places. I hope that they have a fun time and that they want to come back, and I love this place. Like, I'm going to talk about this, like, and be like, let's go here. Like, if you're bored, let's go to Airborne.
There are so many things to do there. I would definitely have to go back again for some more fun. Now who's ready to go throw some axes? I know I am. Hope to see you guys there.
Now, we all know the Denton music scene has a huge reputation for jazz and big band, but it's so much more than that. Chase Palmer decided to take a deeper look into our city's punk rock movement.
The Denton music scene is more than just jazz. I was given the opportunity to talk to the head of the underground genres, Martine.
My name is Martine, and I'm a local DFW musician and promoter in the punk rock scene, the underground punk rock scene. I got into doing music and performing music in high school with my friends, but I didn't really get into performing in the scene until after the quarantine lifted and from COVID. I found it was very hard for bands to get into the scene, to find a gateway into like being noticed or getting that attention or publicity that they need to succeed as a band. And now I mostly am doing my own thing where I'm putting on my own shows and promoting bands that I'm discovering as they're coming up. I just saw so many creative and like diverse and interesting individuals around me, and I'm really big about building community. And so I started booking shows and meeting people and getting to know these people that I like.
And all the bands I see out in the crowd, we got Sierra over there. Hi guys, hi Blueberry Tuesday.
My band is here, they're waving. Hello. But Slump is a new project I started. Me and my friend Matt and Tate formed this 3-piece project, and I've been in multiple bands in the scene. And I've kind of just jumped around, but this one is more just we're having fun with it, you know, and creating music that we want to. My whole thing is about community building, and so with the bands that I put on, the people that go to the shows and everything, everybody who's involved is an important part of that.
Now, if rock isn't your thing, we got a different activity that is definitely a lot quieter and a lot calmer.
That's right. Let's head over to our live reporter, Leslie Horace, who is currently at the art building. Leslie, what do you have for us?
Thank you guys, that's right. I'm live at the College of Visual Arts and Design Gallery here at UNT Room 160, where the art exhibition, A Banquet from Seaweed, Snapshots from the Era of 1980s is being presented. This exhibition features work from the Bargiel Art Foundation and other private collections. The exhibition captures touching issues that empower the Arab world in the face of violent shift and changes during the 1980s. The exhibition will show more than 20 works of oil painting, photography, sculptures, and mixed media by artists from Iraq, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and others, to name a few. The in-gallery text will be in English, Spanish, and Arabic, and the exhibit will be presented until October 22nd, with the exception of Sundays and Mondays. The hours are Tuesday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays from noon until 5 p.m., and Thursdays from noon until 8 p.m. It is a free event, and it is open to the public, but for now, that's all I have. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thank you, Leslie. COVID season is fast approaching. U.S. and healthcare providers are urging people to get their boosters. In our segment, Your Health, we will talk a little bit more about how UNT students can get their booster.
And Texas, a large state with a vast array of parks and wildlife to enjoy, is now adding a new state park. More on this after the break.
Academy of Sleep Medicine, staying up all night can have a negative effect on your GPA.
Sleep.
Yeah, go to bed.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, man. Oh, sorry.
So a man's been walking in the desert for days at a time. He finally comes across a bar and orders a Coke.
That's not funny.
Eh? Eh?
Welcome back to ntTV News at Noon.
Thank you so much for sticking with us.
According to a new study from March of Dimes, up to 36% of counties in the United States are maternity care deserts. This term is used for areas which do not have accessible health care for pregnant women, such as hospitals, birth centers, or clinics, which raise the risk of pregnancy complications. March of Dimes says this lack of access is worse in rural areas and makes the U.S. one of the most dangerous developed nations in the world to give birth in. Researchers say areas with restrictive abortion laws may have it worst, as healthcare providers tend to avoid opening access under more restrictive laws.
New case study suggests COVID-19 vaccinations saved hundreds of thousands of lives in 2021. A study released on Friday shows vaccinations led up to 370,000 fewer coronavirus deaths last year, as well as 700,000 fewer hospitalizations. Officials stated vaccinations also saved more than $16 billion in medical costs. Researchers came to this conclusion after nearly 27 million Medicare enrollees. Health officials are urging more Americans to get updated COVID boosters.
Well, it's flu season in Texas. Time to schedule those flu shots.
And you might need to schedule another appointment as well. Asia, tell us more about it.
Well, guys, did you hear there's another COVID-19 booster available? Take a look.
In late August, the FDA approved the COVID-19 bivalent vaccine booster. This vaccine was created to improve one's immune system and protect them from the newest Omicron variants, BA4 and BA5. According to the FDA's website, COVID-19 vaccines and boosters are saving lives and preventing hospitalization and death.
It really doesn't bother me if it means that we get to go out with friends and, have a little bit more comfort in knowing that we can go out, and even if we do get COVID, we're more protected.
Moderna and Pfizer bivalent vaccines are now available to those who are eligible. You are not required to receive this vaccine by the same manufacturer of your primary vaccination or booster.
I would definitely recommend it to anybody. I didn't have that bad of side effects. I know people who did, but they were glad that they got it at the end.
According to the New York Times, 9 deaths have been reported in Denton County since August 31st. Now, after receiving her booster and hearing her campus friends have too, Michaela feels safer not wearing a mask on campus.
If I was told to wear a mask, I would be like, okay, sure, but I don't feel the need to as much anymore.
For ntTV News, I'm Asia Alcorn.
Want to get your bivalent booster too? First, check your eligibility by visiting the FDA website. Then, either make an appointment with your primary care physician or the Student Health and Wellness Center. Be sure to stay tuned for your health next week. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Asia. If getting out into nature is something you do to stay healthy, I have exciting news, as the state of Texas is opening its first new state park in 25 years, called Palo Pinto Mountain State Park. The 5,000-acre park is a massive plot of richland located in Strawn, Texas, 75 miles west of Fort Worth. It turns out that not all of West Texas is flat, as the land will include a lake, canyon, and sprawling hill. And the Parks and Wildlife Department look to use for hiking trails, campsites, and an equestrian center. The Palo Pinto Mountains State Park is expected to open in the second half of 2023.
Now, I don't know about you, Taylor, but I am a huge fan of sports, especially football and basketball. Specifically, my Dallas Mavericks. How about you?
I mean, I will have to say, I know nothing when it comes to sports, but my fantasy football team is the best in my league.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But you know who knows a lot about sports? Let's take it to Jasmine.
After the break, we'll talk about a high school female quarterback and a viral video that's going around with the Golden State Warriors' Draymond Green. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Kennedy, the president of Black Film Club, and what I love about BFC is the atmosphere and the members. The family feel that we have in our club is really genuine. What about you, Bree?
My name is Bree. I'm the vice president of Black Film Club, and what I love about Black Film Club is it's a small but close, like, little family. You know, I feel like a lot of times when you go to a PWI, it's hard to find like a Black community that share the same interests in you. So I'm very blessed and grateful to have, found my family.
What I would say I like about Black Film Club is obviously the environment that it sets for everybody. I love the officers. I've been rocking with basically all of them since day one, since freshman year. We all came in here at the same time, all got involved with the Black Film Club at the same time. So it's been a nice community to grow with, and then seeing new members come, seeing them get interested, seeing how they like Black film, teaching them what we can teach them before we leave, and giving them the mantle to take over. It's a blessing.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, so we have to watch the next one before next class, right?
We do?
I think so, but it's not on Netflix and it's not on Hulu, so...
Man, I don't want to pay for that.
So what do we do?
You think there's a place we could go to get the movie?
I'm not sure, maybe?
Oh, there's a place to get the movie.
Oh?
Really?
Yeah, it's right here on campus. Come on, I'll show you.
A female quarterback from Pewaukee High School in Wisconsin, Ava Matz, started on her high school football team for their homecoming and senior night game this past Friday. Just 20 miles west of Milwaukee, fans and spectators filled the stands. Kayla Keys has more.
A packed house for Pewaukee's homecoming and senior night game. And one player, she's changing the game.
I've always called her my girl boss since day one.
Ava Matz under the Friday night lights and starting under center.
Like, I know our boys at first were kind of like, you're playing football, but now I don't think they could see me anywhere else.
Head coach Justin Frisky says Matz is a leader on the team.
Ava's just Ava, and I think a lot of people are just like, well, that's what Ava does. And it's kind of a regular thing, and to be honest, that might be the most powerful thing of it, is that it's not a novelty, and it's not some kind of fad that she's on the football team.
Matz blazing her own trail while inspiring others along the way.
Can't be prouder, love her to death. She'll remember this forever, and I'll remember this forever. At first it was a little kind of hard to kind of be like, where is my place? Do I get to speak up? Like, where is my role? And now being a senior, I realize my role is to speak up and to be included and, to help others find their place too.
Pewaukee ended up winning that game 66-6. They're currently on a 4-game winning streak. Their next football game is an away game this Friday against the New Berlin Eisenhower Lions. That is their final game of the season before the playoffs. Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors has been fined for punching his teammate Jordan Poole in the face at practice last week. A video originally obtained by TMZ Sports shows Green walking over to Poole and getting in his face. Poole then pushes Green away from him. Then Draymond punches Poole in the face, causing him to fall down. Green took time away from the team and publicly apologized to Poole and Poole's family for his actions. He is set to rejoin the Warriors this Thursday. That's all I have for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Jasmine. Well, happy fall, everyone. It's about time to start looking for the best and biggest pumpkins. And for one man in Illinois, you don't have to look far. Mark Rivera has the story.
Good Gord, get a load of this guy.
I think this might be one of his biggest ever.
A giant prize of a pumpkin that was just named the largest in Illinois by the Illinois Giant Pumpkin Growers Association.
People that have never seen it before, that's what it's all about, seeing those reactions.
Joe Atkins is that gifted grower who found his calling carving pumpkins and wanted more.
With the carving aspect, I wanted to get into bigger and bigger mediums, so I decided that I'd have to grow them to get to the size that I wanted to carve.
Now, at the risk of playing whack-a-mole, Mark, I'm going to give you some of the stats on these gargantuan gourds. This is the biggest squash in Illinois, weighing in at 929 pounds. This is Joe's second biggest pumpkin at 1,580 pounds. And this is it, the biggest pumpkin in Illinois, weighing in at 1,760 pounds.
1760 was enough to give us the first place this year, so we were happy.
At its peak, that super squash was growing at 40 pounds a day and taking in 150 gallons of water every 24 hours for 3 months. And it's attracting quite the crowd.
I was kind of shocked when I saw it. I was like, this is really cool here. I'm surprised they don't have it at the fairground.
This guy always seems to have the biggest pumpkin, so he's got some kind of secret sauce.
But for Atkins, it's all about growing inspiration.
I've been growing for since I was probably 7, and he has been mentoring me, and he has been helping me.
Now, thanks to Atkins, 10-year-old Andrew Engel is giving them pumpkin to talk about.
I just feel like it's cool because no other kid in my grade grows pumpkins, and I feel like it's really cool.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what they say, Taylor? Beauty is in the pie of the beholder.
Exactly, Victor. Go big or gourd home.
Taylor, leave the bad jokes to me. Well, thank you so much for watching ntTV News at Noon.
Join us again tomorrow here on North Texas Television.